On a dark and windy night, Jack was traveling alone on a remote road as a driver. Reading in the dark of the night made him feel lonely and afraid. After hours of driving, his car was low on fuel and he had to find a gas station. He was looking for a gas station more and more until he saw a small gas station on the side of the road on his moonlight camera. Jack made his way towards it with ease, but as he neared the gas station, he noticed something strange. The gas station was empty, but lights inside the building seemed to be calling him. Despite his fear, Jack entered the gas station and found that no one was there. But suddenly, the hatches in front of him were closed and the chambers became dark. Panicking, Jack tried to reach the hatch, but to no avail. Suddenly, the summoning lights inside turned on, and a mysterious sound from it caught his attention. "Welcome to hell. Now you must stay at this gas station forever," the voice said. Jack was struggling with despair and panic, but there was no way to escape. He was lost there forever and was never heard from again. The legend of the gas station lives on, playing cruel tricks on people searching for fuel in the dark of night, sending them into a storm of terror. Over the years, the legend of the gas station has become one of the masterpieces of the local horror. It is said that those looking for fuel are suddenly drawn to this gas station on dark and windy nights and meet the same mysterious fate that Jack experienced. It seemed that he does not live inside the gas station. There is a dark and mysterious world where those who enter it never return. A mysterious sound comes from inside the gas station and attracts riders with its terrifying sound. There has never been any official proof of the reality of this legend, but it still captures people's imagination and fears. Since then, those who travel the roads in the dark of night always avoid this gas station. It does not strike their fears. In a small village located in the heart of the legendary forest, there was an old gas station. This gas station was a bit strange and scary to the local people. Many people refused to go there on dark nights and told legends about it. One night, James and his friends Mike and Sarah decided to go on a night adventure and go to this gas station with flashlights in his hand. They got into their car and drove to the old gas station. When they reached their destination, that gas station stood in the dark like an empty and scary pen. They entered the building and began exploring there. Dark and empty rooms and broken and rotten glass created a sense of fear and terror for them. While they were spinning around, suddenly a scary sound came from underground. They panicked towards the sound and entered a dark underground room. There they found several wooden boxes filled with old and scary tools. But what startled them was a mysterious dumbbell that started ringing just as they entered. James reached for it with trembling hands and tried to turn it off. But suddenly all the lights went out and they were forgotten in the total darkness. Panicking, they headed for the exit but found the front doors locked and no way out. A mysterious voice came from behind them. "Welcome to the dark world from which no one returns." They were lost there forever, and no one ever found a trace of them. The smoke gas station is still known as one of the most frightening and mysterious places in the woods, and no one has dared to go there at night to test the legend. Near remote roads, there was an old gas station that always held fear and terror. Legends about this gas station were spread among the people of the village and nearby towns. But all these legends and stories had one thing in common: whoever went there at night never returned safely. On a dark and windy night, a group of friends decided to test this myth and go to the gas station. They were known as Luke, Sarah, and Mike. Armed with a flashlight and hoping for a scary adventure, they got into the car and drove to an old gas station. When they reached their destination, that gas station was like a scary castle in the middle of the forest in the dark of the night. Upon entering, they found that no one was there and everything was quiet. But the silence and darkness created a sense of fear and terror for them. They were looking for a way to light the place when suddenly a scary sound was heard from underground. Terrified, they went toward the sound and entered the dark room underground. They stumbled upon an old wooden box full of creepy old toys. But what really freaked them was a mirror in the middle of the room that reflected their image. But instead of going toward them, the image slowly began to appear with something that could hit them. With fearful screams and pleas for help, they tried to escape, but in reality their pursuit was endless. Since then, no one has ever seen a trace of the three brave friends, and the spooky gas station is still known in the forest as a place where ghosts are trapped. In a dark and windy night, a terrible and unknown voice came from the top floor of the house, a sound that was suffocating and drowned everything in itself. When he got to the top of the stairs, the living wind seemed to blow through all the corners of the room, and he could hear what sounded like evil laughter. When he entered the room, everything was dark and all the lights disappeared from his eyes. In the mirror, he saw a scary and unknown image of himself, a dark and terrible reflection that gave him a feeling of fear and terror. But the face was that he was alone in his room and no one else could be seen. From then on, Sarah never stayed alone at home and always tried to be with others to feel safe. But the terrible fear of that night was still etched in her mind and she never forgot it.